Hi everyone, got a really good email from a Luke Shervey today. It says, "Hi Dom, been following your blog for a few years now and it's inspired me to take my photography career further. I'm just wondering why you view," okay, first of all, if you want to take your photography career further, make sure you do spell checking, grammar checking and all that kind of stuff whenever you're sending emails. Anyway, it says, "I was just wondering what your view on wedding photography classes would be. Would you recommend them, or should I go for getting experience through being a second photographer? I'd much appreciate your input, thanks. PS, well done in the fitness weight loss. I was 100 kilograms and I've lost 10 kilograms now, thanks for the videos." Cool, okay, good work. Look, you're obviously a subscriber of both my channels. Nice work. Okay, so anyway, the question is about wedding photography. Oh, okay, no, about wedding photography classes. Ooh, that's a difficult one without getting myself in trouble with other wedding photographers, because a lot of wedding photographers will be making their money from both their weddings, but also teaching wedding photography stuff. Now, wedding photography is pretty much all kinds of photography. You've got your portrait, your landscape, your location, your stock photography, your product photography. Whether that can be taught on a course in one day, I don't know. What can definitely be taught is posing of your models. But the other thing is, a lot of these times these courses that are done with professional models. So there may be the actual main photographer that's telling you how to do stuff, and you'll have two beautiful professional models, great outfits, great looks, great hair, great everything done. And then maybe whenever you go and take your own wedding photos and you have a couple which aren't as beautiful and gorgeous as the models which you were shooting with, you might be thinking, why aren't my photos as good? It's like, well, it's not. They're absolutely fine. It's just that what you're comparing it against to are stunning professional models. And that's the one thing you've also got to deal with, is whenever you're doing a real wedding, the people that you're taking photos of aren't professional models. They're not used to being directed or dictated or told where to look or how to hold or how to smile to a camera. A lot of the time, the big job of a photographer is actually maybe getting the more natural look, the more actual smiles, rather than saying, you can say to model, okay, let's get a nice, more sassy smile. Model will be able to go, yeah, and get that sassiness for you. But if you say, okay, let's have a lovely smile from the bride and groom, they might be going, oh, I'm really tired after, okay, smile. And there'll just be a rubbish smile. You think, oh my god, I can't get good shots of this. So that's where actually doing weddings as a second photographer is probably a bit more beneficial. What I would say is doing weddings as a second photographer is more beneficial than doing a class. So for me to conclude on this one, what we would definitely say is that yes, you can definitely get some great beneficial tips from doing a wedding photography course. That'll be more about the poses, the angles, locations, but again, that's kind of location specific. But hopefully they'll teach you kind of ideas of what are good locations, what are good shots, what are, if the sun is in this direction, where to have the model posing and all that kind of stuff. But the real value will be actually being a second photographer and actually just doing weddings and getting used to the client communication rather than just communicating with models. So I would say they both have very good values in them, but I think you would gain more being a second photographer with a good wedding photographer. In fact, you'd gain more being a second photographer with a good wedding photographer who's got rubbish clients. That would probably be the best way of learning. Anyway, Luke, hope that helps. Cheers, bye bye.